Hey guys, Chris Stock here with InsideTheU.com with a spring spotlight looking at quarterback Evan Shirreffs. Evan's a 6'5" guy out of Jefferson, Georgia. Not a lot of people know much about Evan because he wasn't a highly regarded recruit and he hasn't had much experience at Miami. Although he did appear in a game last year in the opener against Florida A&M, but he just handed the ball off in one series and that was it. You know, he's been on the scout team, on the practice squad with this staff and the last staff that recruited him. So kind of just looking back with Evan, even though he doesn't have much experience at Miami, you know, even looking back at his high school career, he didn't have a lot of experience there either. You know, he started as a senior, 2,000 yards, 39 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, obviously a big year for him. But before his senior year, he only had 4 starts to his credit, so he's a guy that doesn't have a lot of game experience. However, you know, again, talking to the coaches from the last staff and this one, they like what they've seen in practice as he ran the scout team, and they like his accuracy. He's a guy that continues to get better. He's a guy that understands the playbook. He's a good student in the classroom, which translates to the field with his preparation, and like I said, obviously his knowledge of the playbook and things like that. So he's a guy that's gotten a little bit bigger. You know, he's put on more size since he's been at UM these past 3 years. And one thing with Evan too is, you know, his older brother Bryant has been the starter at UConn the last 2 years, and so you can obviously ask him for advice and how to handle these things and whatnot. But one thing with Evan is, you know, I asked him during spring ball just what does he think he needs to do to show to the coaches that he deserves to be the starter at Miami, and his response was consistency. Feels like he has to be consistent day in and day out, just continue to have good days, you know, not be up and down, and you know, that, you know, throw to throw, drill to drill, you know, the consistency part of it. So that's what he's going to be focused on in the spring, and we'll see how it goes. You know, last year, you know, leading up to the bowl game, he received a lot of reps at the number 2 position. Again, even though he wasn't in games, he has earned valuable experience there, and so we'll see how he does. You know, he's a guy that an accurate passer, that's what he's known for, and he's improving on his mobility. Obviously, that's a big thing with Mark Richt and what they want to do in the Miami offense. So it'll be interesting to see how Evan does and how he continues to develop, and if he, you know, if he can be consistent and show the coaches that, you know, that he can be reliable and earn the job as Miami's starting quarterback.